This week we're going to highlight weather conditions in Argentina where soybeans are blooming and in the early pod set stage. We're also going to focus on some trends in South America, specifically looking at the Brazil soybean basis and the implications of a very weak basis at the moment, and wrap things up with long-term trends in November bean futures. Hi, this is Brian Basting with Advanced Trading. Let's talk about the soybean market. We've moved into February here and this market remains exceptionally volatile. We're going to start out this week focusing on weather trends in Argentina where soybeans are blooming and in the early pod set stage. Let's look at where those soybeans are produced. In Argentina here you have four key provinces here: Buenos Aires, Cordoba, Santa Fe, and Santiago del Estero. Between those four provinces is nearly 90% of the soybean production in Argentina. Now again, a critical time for soybeans production in Argentina will be the month of February. Let's take a look at the short-term weather trends. Our slides this week, as usual, are courtesy of T-Storm Weather. Starting out here looking at the last 30 days precip. It's a proxy for subsoil moisture, if you will. Now we're seeing some drying trends, particularly in that Buenos Aires province, a drying out area. Now it's not like last year. Last year was a full-fledged drought, but we are seeing some drying trends. Next 7 to 10 days, that trend is going to continue here, drying trend. And also the next 10 to 12 days, a warming trend, much above normal temperatures in those key areas. So we aren't going to destroy this soybean crop in the first 10 days of February, but it's at least caught the market's attention. Now there is a change, however, if you look further down the road, February 8th through the 11th, when rainfall is forecast to return. Heaviest amounts of an inch are in that darker green area. So again, it's a weather market as we move into February here for soybeans in Argentina. Let's look at the next 14 days total precip. Next 14 days you can see nearby, of course, again, warm and dry the next 7 to 10 days, but with that rain coming at the end, close to normal over the next 14 days over most of those key areas that we highlighted. So again, the market's going to be watching this closely throughout the month. Let's shift gears now and focus on export trends here in the U.S. Let's look at the unshipped sales of U.S. beans. We've highlighted this trend before, this chart before, but we are down from last year. China is down from last year, as well as several other destinations. We're going to shift gears here now briefly and focus on our biggest competitor at the moment, and that of course is Brazil. And what we're seeing is a plunging soybean basis in Brazil. Look at that green line here. That market has fallen apart here, obviously making those beans in Brazil much more attractive to purchase by a foreign buyer. So as a result of this trend of Brazil beans very, very cheap, ATI has lowered its annual export forecast this week by 25 million bushels to 1.725 billion bushels. And there's one other item to highlight here. The U.S. Gulf soybean basis premium compared to Brazil is also taking off. In other words, U.S. soybeans are much more expensive relative to Brazil beans, so the possibility exists for some a slight increase in imports from Brazil later this spring. Let's wrap things up this week looking at trends in November bean futures. November beans, as we tape here on Tuesday, a bit of a rebound. They're trading near $12 a bushel. You can see with that light yellow area here, the crop insurance period will begin on February 1st. We strongly encourage you to work closely with your trusted risk management advisor to get your marketing strategies in place for 2024 production. Now, if you'd like more information, please feel free to contact us at 800-664-2321. We'll put you in contact with one of our risk management consultants who'll be happy to visit with you at your convenience. And remember, we upload every Wednesday. Make sure to subscribe to our channel to never miss an upload. And we invite you to join us on Thursday, February 8th at 10:55 Central Time, where our colleagues from ATI Pro Media Live will give you a up-to-the-minute review of the USDA Supply-Demand Report. Later that day at 1:30 p.m. Central Time, come back and join us for a recap of the report, a deep dive discussion, and we'll also give you closing market information. Thanks a lot. Have a good week.